Hey everybody, Graham here, and it is wonderful to be back for yet another live broadcast. And of course, this is the very last live broadcast for The Sims 3 Island Paradise, because like Ryan mentioned, it's launching just next week, which is crazy when you think about it. I remember being back here in January, I think, giving the very first demo that gave a really early look at houseboats, and to think of how far we've come since then is really exciting. So we have a lot of wonderful content to show you today. Really cool things that you've never seen in a Sims game before. So I know you're all here to see the game. Let's go ahead and hop right into it, and I'll show you the little demo that I prepared. I've got my family of Scuba Steve and his mermaid lady friend, Shelly. So let's see what they're up to. Now, it's early in the morning here in Isla Paradiso, and they're just waking up, getting in their houseboat. You can see they've actually built their little bedroom down into the hull of the houseboat, which is really cool. And the water all around it actually changes color throughout the day as the sun hits the water. And you can see Shelly here. She's a mermaid, and you can tell by the scales on her legs, which is really neat. And that's how you can actually see if a sim is a mermaid when they're on land. And I've given her the waterfall braid hairstyle as well, which is one of the new ones in Island Paradise. And I thought that was really fitting for a mermaid, which is pretty cool. So why don't we go ahead and use the mirror here, because I know people love to customize their Sims, and of course the special characters as well. So we're going to let you customize your mermaids. So we can go in and we can change their scale color, which also actually changes their tail when they're in the water. So I think we'll go with maybe a little orange there, and another kind of brighter shade of orange in the middle there. And maybe a little aqua coloring down on the legs. I think that'll be really nice. And totally not Miami Dolphins colors. I'm not a fan at all, so don't even consider that. And I think for our top, why don't we go with a nice red starfish. Oops. I want gold for the shells and red for the starfish. So that'll look pretty nice. Yep, and I'm happy with Shelly. She's looking pretty good there. So we'll go right back onto our houseboat, and it's just as simple as that. You know, hop into cast whenever you like, and you can customize your mermaid and make them look exactly the way you want them to. So we'll head upstairs and get a nice start to our day. I'm going to send my Sims on a scuba diving adventure a little later, but they're both feeling a little peckish this morning. They're a little hungry, so I'm going to send them over to the nearby resort. And this is Hobart's Hideaway. And over here we can check in and maybe hit that epic buffet, which is going to be really nice for them. But Scuba Steve, now, when I'm living on a houseboat, there's a way that I just have to start my Sims days every morning. And you can actually upgrade your houseboat to add something like the foghorn to it, which is really cool. So we'll give a little blast on the horn. And you can see Shelly off there in the background using her sailboat. There we go. That'll wake you up. And because Shelly's actually getting away from us there, let's hop into the all-in-one bathroom. And it's a really great new object because it's a quick way to take care of both your hygiene and your bladder. So it'll get you going and on the move really fast in the morning. Now, to get ready for our adventure a little later today, I'm actually going to move my houseboat. And what's cool is it's another one of the upgrades you can do if you're a handy sim. I can actually plot a course with my houseboat using its navigation computer to autopilot itself, which is really nice. So I'm going to send Steve off to the Hobart's Hideaway as well, and we'll get going on our adventure here. So you can see him climbing down the ladder, which is a great space-saving object for the houseboats. And it's really cool because that's actually one of the new objects that you get in the game update that's launching today. So check that out after the broadcast. It's a really nice object. And he's going to hop onto his aqua sled here. And you saw Shelly take the sailboat, and that's not quite as fast. But the aqua sled, if you want to get somewhere quickly, this is the way to go. I love this thing. So as we head over to Hobart's Hideaway, it's actually a kind of a unique resort in that when you start the game, it's in foreclosure. So when you play your family in Isla Paradiso, you're going to get an opportunity right at the start to kind of take over the resort, take it out of foreclosure, and really manage it and build it back into a successful place to stay and, you know, attract a lot of Sims to it. So it's kind of a fun way to get into the resort management gameplay. And as you can see, here we are. And I'm going to have my Sims check into the resort. So we'll go up to the front desk here and have them both check in. And that way we can take advantage of the amenities on the resort. All right, Steve, here we go. And I'm just going to take one of the tower rooms because I'm not going to plan on spending the night here. You know, I really wanted to hit that buffet, enjoy a few amenities, and have fun. And we'll send him over to the buffet back here, grab a bite to eat. Now, if I was planning on staying here longer, I might actually go ahead and check into one of the VIP rooms, which are really nice. And you can see it out here. It's built out over these stilted foundations, which give it a beautiful look on the water. And if you want to, you know, fully control your Sims, have a lot of fun with them on the resort, I fully suggest, you know, taking that VIP room, because then you can control them all the time while they're kind of relaxing and enjoying the resort, and especially at night when they're going to sleep, and maybe even a little woohooing. So lots of fun stuff to do there. Now, you see Steve, and he's, you know, grabbing that food. And what I really like about these new buffet tables is they're different than the ones that you already have in game. You know, Sims are really going to treat these like an actual buffet where they'll go back for multiple plates of food. And if you're dining with friends and family, they're actually going to grab plates of food and eat together, which is something I know a lot of fans have been asking for. So it's really nice to see in game. But Steve, you know, don't be a piggy. We're going to put down the multiple plates today. And let's have him actually try the firewalk pit instead. That one's always fun. Now, Shelly, she's gone into the pool over here, and this is something I added to the resort. It's one of the new pool blueprints that you're getting, which is pretty nice. And you can see with her customized tail that we changed earlier today, it's taken on those cool aqua and orange colors, and she looks great in the pool. And she's going to have a little fun with the new waterfall here. And this is one of the great new objects that you can place along your pools, and there's a few different styles. You know, this one's the rock waterfall, but you'll get a couple different options in there to really, you know, customize it to how you see fit. Now, let's see if Steve will do the firewalk pit for us. And hopefully he's brave enough to do it. It's always a little fun to see Sims' reactions to this thing. All right, Steve, you got this. All right, not bad, not bad. But what if we were to change the temperature to scorching? Let's see what happens then. All right, Steve, you up for the challenge? Come on, buddy. Nope, not that time. That one was a little too hot for him. So we've had some fun at the resort this morning, taking advantage of the various amenities, and we've gotten a little food in our bellies. So why don't we go ahead and go on our adventure, go scuba diving. So let's go up to map view here and find one of the dive lots in the world. And you can see my houseboat already made it over there, and we're going to catch up with it. And that's the really cool thing about autopilot, like I was mentioning. You know, if you know you want your houseboat to be somewhere, you can kind of have it meet you there. And check out Steve's speedboat here. This thing is sweet with the zebra striped seats. I would totally take this thing around in a tropical paradise. You can have a lot of fun with that. And we'll have Shelly hop in the boat here with them, and they are off on their adventure. Now, while they're heading over to the dive lot, I'll give you a little overview of the world, which is looking really nice. Of course, I've showed you Hobart's Hideaway here, and it's off on the kind of one of the main islands, but not the biggest island, and it's the one with the best beaches, though. But as you go over here, we can see kind of the main island, and this is where the locals live, off on the end here. And then up on the cliffs, we've got this beautiful Spanish resort, and kind of the foreboding statue here that Sim Guru Meatball, if you follow him on Twitter, he actually created this, and maybe a little bird poop on the top there too. You got to watch out for those birds in paradise. Coming up on the middle of the island here, we have kind of the town square, and you can see the school and the hospital in the background. Just really lovely stuff. And over on the side here is a lot of where the rich, luxurious homes are. You know, very modern, beautiful 5-star resort there, kind of on that archipelago. So really great stuff to enjoy. But I think our Sims have made it over to the dive lot. So let's catch up with them and see what they're doing underwater. Now, as you can see, you're able to go scuba diving, instantly. There's no loading screen. It's not a rabbit hole. You can fully enjoy the beauty of the underwater, and it's so cool to see. And they're very natural in their water. They'll have their scuba diving outfit, and mermaids are just great under the sea. They're really good at it, which is one of the benefits of playing as them. Now, Shelly, she's actually an evil mermaid, so she can summon sharks, which is one of the great abilities that they have. So she's going to pull out her conch shell, and I'm actually going to summon a few of them. I want to make this... Oh, they're there already. It didn't take them long to arrive. So before it gets too dangerous, I know Steve doesn't want to try and take on a shark this morning, so I'm going to have him explore this underwater cave that's nearby instead. We'll see if he can find anything cool in there, maybe a little treasure. And then we'll see what's happening elsewhere underwater here. Oh, and it looks like another mermaid actually joined us. Maybe they're drawn to the shark. So that shark is after me too. Man, he really wants to get me. I better get in this cave fast. Now, the underwater caves are pretty cool too. If you've seen in the trailer, sometimes tentacles come out of the cave and might grab your sim or try and attack them. And you can actually get in a fight with the cave monster. But that is not the Kraken. Oh no, the Kraken is a much more fearsome beast. So let's see what Shelly's doing over here, and you can see kind of the beautiful life underwater as well. And we can grab some of these too. So I want to catch this fish and put it in my aquarium for later. And there's lots of fun hidden things to kind of discover underwater. Let's see what other ones we can find. Now, some of the really cool collectibles that are down here, there's a brand new type of collectible, seashells, and there's lots of beautiful ones that you can get and display around your home. Another one that I really enjoy is the messages in a bottle. And those are kind of fun. They all have a unique message in them. You can hunt them down all around the island, and some of them might even lead to hidden treasure maps that'll lead you places. Ooh, and it looks like we have a treasure chest over here. I definitely want to open that. I really want to find a beautiful seashell. Let's see. Ooh, there's one over there. I love these, the clamshells. These things are beautiful to put on a shelf. They look great in any sort of beach house. So here we are at our treasure chest. Let's see what we're gonna get. Oh, might have been locked, so we're gonna go for the seashell instead. And I love these underwater lots. It's so gorgeous down here, and it's kind of serene and relaxing. And the nice thing about and it looks like Scuba Steve actually found something. He was swimming through the cave system, and he might have found a tunnel. So let's see where it leads. Sure, yes. And look at that! Just like that, we've unlocked one of the uncharted islands. So he surfaced at the water outside of this cave system, up on the shore of this hidden island. And previously it was covered in this thick fog. But as we've arrived, the fog is starting to clear. And I think we're going to be able to claim this island as our very own. And it's one of the cool new things, and you'll actually see this in the game update today, is the private lots, where now you can own multiple residential lots. And so you can have a second home or a vacation home, or you can open up another one of these lots as a resort, which is really nice. So let's actually get up on shore here and maybe build a little island for ourselves. Pretty nice. So as it clears up, it is now ours. Excellent. And I think I'm going to go into build mode here and just put together something really quickly here that's going to look cool. Now, maybe you've heard about this. If you pre-order Island Paradise, you're going to get access to the limited edition content. And that's, free for anybody who pre-orders. And some of the cool content you get in there is this kind of Castaway Survivor type stuff. So now that I have my very own island, I'm going to drop down some of these cool objects and just, make it really my own for my sim who wants to have a little Castaway story. We've got these beautiful lights. It's kind of a party beach atmosphere. Let's see, I definitely want my upright bookcase in there. It's really cool, and I love that. And then just, for my sim who might be going slightly insane being stranded out here, we'll have some planks of wood for him to draw on and have a little fun with. And a beautiful flower bed. Oh, I like that fire pit. And then this is one of the coolest chairs. Check this thing out. So that's looking really good. And then, of course, you have to have a few stranded pieces of luggage to really complete that castaway story. And we'll put our driftwood up there with the candles. And then just to make it all look beautiful, I really enjoy building in games, so we want to make this look nice. We'll kind of smooth out that terrain a bit. And just like that, we have our own kind of beautiful castaway island, which is really cool. So we'll hop back here and have Steve go back and share his discovery with Shelly. He's, obviously very excited about it. It's not every day that you get your own private island. And I think we'll take something fun to go back. Let's do something a little different. Steve has this awesome swan paddle boat, which you may have seen in screenshots, which is really cool. We'll definitely want to pull this thing out to go back home. All right, Steve, hop in the boat here for us. There we go. Check that out. Now, you can have a lot of fun with this. Just imagine cruising around on the ocean in your swan paddle boat. It's pretty sweet. And there's a whole wide variety of boats. I'm sure you've seen some of these, but stuff like we've got our paddle boat that he's in right now. We've got a rowboat, the sailboat, and the aqua sled that you saw earlier. We've got a few different speed boats. So lots of different ways to get around. And then, of course, the houseboats like they're living on. There's a lot of great stuff to do on the ocean. But before we go back home, I think Steve might be in a little bit of trouble here. Now, the Kraken is a fearsome beast, and when you're out deep in the ocean like this, it might appear at any moment and snatch your ship right out of the sea. Now, poor Steve. He survived the Kraken attack, and you can see some of the driftwood from his destroyed boat. But he is just terrified, and who wouldn't be with a big, nasty Kraken like that attacking you? So, fortunately, he's right here by his stranded castaway island, so I think we'll have him crawl up on the shore, and we'll have him last out there for a few days and see if he can wait for help to arrive. But I think we'll end it there for today. The Kraken's a great way to go out. And so, as we just kind of pan around the world here, you can really start to see the beauty of Isla Paradiso and really start to imagine the creative stories that you're going to tell and all the fun that you can have on these different islands and just exploring the underwater and finding all these uncharted islands. It's going to be so cool. And of course, we're only a week away, so it's really exciting.